Hello and welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here and I hope you're doing well. Today we once again find ourselves in the compelling and unpredictable world of GUG, using your recommendations to come up with some crazy, overpowered, and downright hilarious combinations. So we're gonna see what we can stumble on into here today, my friends, but before we begin, please give the video a like if you're liking the GUG. I will continue to deliver these fun runs. They are a joy to put together and I really like reading your comments. A lot of people come up with a lot of creative things. We're looking to try those here today. If you are new here, then please become a subscriber as well. Join a growing community. Would love to have ya. And last, please keep the comments coming. Love hearing your recommendations. So without further ado, let's go. All right, so let's generate some zones as usual. Let's build encounters and, of course, GUG some GUGs. And what do we have here? Got all kinds of interesting looking ones on the field. But the particular area of interest is, of course, the amniotic pool. So without further ado, let's get there. And let's get our very first transformation. So let's drag you and let's transcend you. And one thing I definitely wanted to try, commenter recommended this one. It's called clockwise rotator. Let's see what this makes. Alright, clockwise rotator results in a roguelite. Rotate all GUGs on the battlefield clockwise. Interesting. I mean, like, pretty straightforward, actually. You type in clockwise rotator and the game gives you clockwise rotator. How about that? Let's go. Alright, so we got Shrizzle on the field. Grow larger for each nearby aquatic GUG. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I put him in the leftmost slots and he goes immediately one space. That's hilarious. So our normal GUG is going to have to do battle here, and let's see if he can do something good for us. Roguelite, get in there, buddy. Alright, next up, we have Mail Tracks, and that is one that will create a maelstrom that traps and buries a target GUG. Yikes. I mean, I'm thinking we can use Roguelite, maybe to shuffle up the battlefield, but I don't know, it's just kind of a goofy one. It's hard to get a bunch of utility out of it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that one has been buried. Our Roguelite is toast, and we might actually lose in the very first round here. Looks like we're done. After many months, the last GUG fell into a final bout, leaving behind a ghost town, crumbling but eerily silent. Alright, well, we need a better starter than one that just rotates. So, let's try it again. In fact, let's get a strong sounding one. What's this? Psychedelamorph. Transforms all visual effects into a kaleidoscope of colors. That's pretty cool. Let's get to the amniotic pool, though. And let's go ahead and I'm going to go with delete their back line. Doesn't look like it's going to fit. Maybe we'll just go with delete back line. The recommendation was delete their back line, but it's not going to fit. However, it does look like the AI is thinking just a little bit harder on this one, and this is Delinator. Delete the GUG at the back line. Okay, well, we'll see what that means at the end of the round, too. I have no clue what that means. We're going to find out. Such is the fun of GUG. Alright, so we got Psychedelamorph. Okay, so I'm wondering, now is this considered the back line here? You know what I mean? Delete the GUG at the back line. So if I throw you right here, at the end of the round. Okay, so he comes up. They do combat. So he just deletes himself. Okay. So I guess this is considered the back line. I'm not sure. I would have thought like your bench is, or you know, maybe the ones that are sort of waiting to come on the field. I mean, to me, this is the front line, but it wouldn't be another day in the world of GUG if we didn't come across some confusion, right? So we got Wove elephant. Weave its thin wool into a protective shield. Alright, let's do combat. We got our regular GUG. In fact, we are quite undermanned, aren't we? We might be looking at an early exit here as well with the unpredictable delete their back line. But we're going to press on. We're going to do the best that we can, of course. Because that's what we do here. I don't have enough cash to purchase another GUG, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and get some potion and a sword. See if we can save this one. Alright, we got another Wove elephant. And I got a feeling that our just basic GUG, our regular GUG here is going to be in trouble. Especially with these guys that... Yeah, I mean, they're going to be too strong. We're starting to take direct damage. We're going to lose our last GUG here. And again, another run starts off just poorly. As the final thread snapped, tangled fates unraveled, and the GUGs fell from their heights, lost to the winds of oblivion. Yikes. Alright, let's do better. Let's get one that's serviceable as a starter, right? It's important to at least get one that's decent. One that isn't so ambiguous, if you know what I mean. Bony Buccaneer. Alright, Amniotic Pool. I think I have a good one we can start off with here. I'm going to go with Super Infinity Clone. Let's see what that one does. And it's going to create a Clona Supra. So when it enters the battle, double this GUG's attack and health. If destroyed, revive with half original stats. Wow. So this one is pretty darn insane, given that it revives itself as well. So it's going to get like super powered, and then if it for some reason is defeated. Wow. Absolutely insane. All right. We definitely stumbled across a powerhouse here in Clona Supra. And it's going to, of course, help us generate that income as well, allowing us to fill up our bench. Now, what we certainly want to do is, I want to pull him back, and I just want to keep resummoning him as much as possible. Boom. Oh, yeah. It's doing more than doubling, too. As is quite typical in GUG land, right? It definitely... Like, when it says it doubles, it rarely does. It usually, like, does some, like, multiplier. Or square root. Let's get you some more health there, pal, so you can just double it up again. Alright, moving on. We got a serviceable starter here. We got one that's strong enough to carry us in the early game. I mean, insanely strong, actually. Okay, let's get these guys' HP back, and I'm just going to start off the field completely so they can keep getting some HP. We're going to get Clona Supra back out there, and he is starting to snowball into a monstrous being for sure. Let's go something like this. Win that fight there, basic GUG, you bet. And Clona Supra. What a GUG that is. Wow. Super Infinity Clone. You love to see that. And back at the Amniotic Pool we find ourselves. So what are we going with now? I did get a few requests for some Pokemon. I also got a few requests for Marvel characters as well. And I also got a specific request for a Snorlax. So I think we can get Pokemon and Snorlax. You know, two birds with one stone, given I have so many recommendations here. So let's do Snorlax. Let's see if it has some properties of the popular Pokemon. Snorlump. Fall asleep immediately. Cannot take any action this round when it enters battle. Okay, so a pretty cumbersome one. I suppose that's what you would expect. Right, Snorlax likes to sleep, but Snorlax is also quite powerful. And I guess he's kind of powerful, but create a random monument from your culture in all empty spaces. Skibble Gargle. Emit a melodious tune that confuses one random enemy GUG. Alright, well, Clona Supra, get out there and let's put you right there. You're going to be sleeping anyways. So 0 action. Okay. Regular GUG, man. Get out there. We're going to need Clone of Supra. But it looks like he did register an attack still, though. Let's confirm this. Yeah, I mean, he's still attacking. Maybe the sleep debuff status isn't working properly. Or maybe it's simply just not in the game yet. That's a possibility as well. I mean, think about it, right? Like, if you get real specific with some things, summon a ghost image at the impact of the ancient past. If you get real specific on some of these things, and we did lose a GUG there, that's unfortunate. But if you get real specific, like the game has to create a status effect for whatever specific thing you identify. Like muddled or addled or crippled or all of those things, right? So, it is quite interesting. Diamal Eagle. Fly up high and summon a shimmering storm of gleaming feathers onto the battlefield. I mean, that kind of sounds great. So let's go ahead and get Snorlump all kinds of beefed up here. And let's actually purchase this one as well. Clone of Supra, though. So far, the MVP. Alright, so we're at Pylonaria Peak, a mountainous region with electricity-spewing pylons. Okay. Zap Tendril. Power Lump. It's got gains a power boost proportional to the area size. Okay. Not sure what area size alludes to, but here we are, back at the amniotic pool. So let's do Diamal Eagle. Let's transcend him, and let's figure out something good here. Let's see. Okay, so somebody mentioned going with wizards, right? And there's, of course, a bunch of different variations of wizard. Ice wizard, fire wizard, etc., etc. Well, my thought was, what does a supernova wizard do first and foremost in GUG? And what is a supernova wizard even? I'm thinking this is going to be a new one. And it's always exciting when the game starts thinking, and this is Astralizer. Create an explosion that deals 12 damage to all GUGs in a 2-space radius, excluding this GUG. If any GUG is destroyed, gain 1 attack. Wow, can you imagine this guy with like, kind of like a weak summon kit? Know what I mean? Alright, so Supernova Wizard. We're going to try him out. And thank you, commenter, for the wizard recommendation. It certainly gave the inspiration for Supernova Wizard. And he even has a little hat there. The AI, man, I tell ya. Love to see it. Alright, onward we go. We have the undefeated Clone of Supra, of course. Looks like we have a shroom drill on the field. Bore into the earth, creating a tunnel to the enemy side. Okay, that's interesting. To all GUGs. So when it enters battle. I actually want to see this. I want to see this in action. So Snorlump, go ahead and just see if you can absorb this attack. Clone of Supra, you get out there. And we're going to have you wait on the bench. Okay, so here's the tunnels. Okay, interesting. So can I pull these back? Yeah, I can just pull the tunnels back. So basically just gave me free units to work with. We'll certainly take it. Alright, so these guys are going to be coming onto the field. So what I'll do is I'll actually throw this tunnel, because I don't want him to kill. Alright, so he's going to kill the Gumatu. Supply the entire carton of ally eggs. What? Alright, let's do it. Alright, so the tunnel falls, which is okay. Snorlump wins his fight, and we got a power lump on the field. I guess we'll see what proportional to the area size actually means. Got Pyraptus. Increase the height of all pyramids, boosting their attack and health. So random, dude. Alright, Astralizer. Let's see. So I'm going to pull Snorlump back. Don't want to lose him. Clone of Supra can certainly take a hit, but let's see. Boom. Okay, so the tunnel gets wrecked. Looks like there's like buffing and and then he just disappears. Oh man, this game is so unpredictable. I mean, it was excluding itself, so why did it nuke itself? That's what I don't understand. Brachiochallo grows a long neck extending attack range. Okay. Well, let's get Snorlump in there. Let's get Pyraptus blocked off. And suddenly we are just kind of limping by, even with a really strong and godly Clone of Supra. Alright, luckily we do have the opportunity to buy a few more GUGs, which is good. We need to fill our bench. Bioglyphit. Project a 2-dimensional energy shield on the battlefield. We've also got Slime Ghost. Okay, Snorlump. You need all kinds of potions here, pal. And Mother Morula needs some love as well. Money is no object because of Clone of Supra, of course. Alright, so up next we have a Power Lump and a Pyraptus. I guess I didn't really register what Power Lump was doing. So let's go ahead and let's pay attention. So he did gain attack. I mean, he gained attack. That's what we could have expected for sure, right? Got Glorbool. When this GUG enters the battlefield, unleash an electrical shockwave, dealing 3 damage to all enemy GUGs within 2 spaces. Okay, so let's see if this happens. I guess I didn't see it happen. But then again, 4.22 million HP will certainly do that. Alright, we got 3 coming on the field now. Sticky ectoplasmic layer. 2-dimensional energy shield on the battlefield. Let's try that. This creature is protected by a 2-dimensional energy shield. It's funny that they made sure to say 2-dimensional. Okay, so this could actually go bad. These Zap Tendrils might actually take out this Bioglyphite. I guess we're going to find out. So when it receives an attack, that's when its skill procs off. I guess I'm not seeing any electrical effect, which is fine with me. We get to save both of our, Snorlump and Bioglyphite, which is good. And we do win the battle. And we're to the Slime Kingdom now, where the Sludge Lord awaits. All GUGs on the battlefield become sludge-themed. For every sludge-themed GUG, gain 1 health. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty strong. But more importantly, we have the Amniotic Pool up next. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, let's see. What do I have here? So somebody had recommended that I try Nuke. And then somebody must have tried it out and said, no, wait, don't do that. Because you actually nuke your whole team, apparently, is what actually happens. So instead, we want to revise it to Smart Nuke. So let's see what happens. Smooklier. Target a GUG on the opposite battlefield to seek and destroy. If no opponent is found within 3 rounds, self-destruct. Okay. I kind of like that. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh yeah, it looks real cool. All like robotic and mechanical. Quite nice. Welcome to the team, it's Smooklier. Garbuggle. Envelop all nearby GUGs in goo, slowing their attacks. Gloop Glare. Alright, target a GUG on the opposite battlefield to seek and destroy. Okay, so we want to summon him after they have some enemies up on us, right? So Clone of Supra, get out there. Snorlump, you're almost dead. So let's do this. Okay, so they do combat. Alright, so let's get him out there. What is he doing? Timer self-destruct if no opponent is found within 3 rounds. Seek and destroy. This creature seeks and destroys an opponent. Well, I mean... So if I bump you over, will he do it? Let's see. Nope. Instead, we just get direct damage. Definitely interesting. I'll tell you that much. Alright, we got Sleech Tra. Create a gluey, sticky area around the battlefield. Oh boy. You see that gluey, sticky area? That's funny. Alright, so, you. Let's see, he's gonna hit for 6. This guy's got 5 HP. So we're gonna have to hang in there. Gonna be tested this round for sure, but... We got the Clone of Supra, which is an amazing one. It really is. Of course, not all GUGs are created equal. And we got the Sludge Lord coming on the field now, and... Don't know what's going on. I'll just trust the game, right? At this point, just trust the game. So at the end of the round... I'm just gonna gain some HP. But he doesn't survive long enough to realize his special skill. We got Glom Blaster. Launch a slime projectile that sticks to an enemy GUG and reduces its movement speed by half for 2 rounds. Okay? Not a big deal. Really not a big deal when you have Clone of Supra to carry you through. And we turned in a winner there after, the first couple had a little bit of start trouble, I must admit. Eventual rust and entropy consumed the hybrids, leaving behind a scrapyard of forgotten dreams and corroded ambition. Poetic as always. Alright, let's get back into it. Got plenty more to try for sure. Alright, so I think what we can do in this one, given I did have a recommendation for a Marvel character, or maybe several, maybe we can do a few Marvel characters to start off with here. So why don't we, keep it real basic, and let's go Captain America. Let's see if he's got like a shield throw. Amerigoop, excuse me. Create new base GUG shielded ally. Okay, so it is alluding to shield. Basic action values. So this must not be like programmed yet, maybe. But this start turn event. We'll certainly see. I mean, it's a powerful one that we can use. We got Chiblin. Target GUG transforms into a playful miniature version for the next round. Oh, look at this. We got a shielded ally token. Okay, that's quite nice. We'll take that. It actually attacks too, and so he's gaining HP. I feel like this one definitely got some sketchy stuff going on for sure. Alright, let's check it out again. Okay, so he lost HP that time. Yeah, that one was really hard to explain. Really, really hard to explain, but again, that's part of the charm of GUG here. It's just, it's a lot of fun. The only predictable thing is unpredictability for sure. But let's get Amerigoop some more support and move onward. Alright. Guggly Puff emits a soothing giggle that reduces the attack of all nearby enemies by 2 temporarily. It's got 6 HP. Alright, let's get Captain America out there. Keep these GUGs back to just grind HP upward. Oh, interesting. So he just keeps summoning them. It's actually a pretty good one. given it doesn't matter how much damage it actually takes, right? It always attacks back. You know, even if I take 10 damage and only have 2 HP left, you know, there isn't carry-over damage to Mother Morula, so it's a pretty good way to just keep the field nice and populated with at least a unit to absorb the damage, right? And I wonder, after one perishes, I would assume we... Oh, wow, it just automatically comes back at the start of the turn. It's actually a pretty good one, Captain America, I must admit. Pretty nice. So I'll go with one more Avenger. We've got to do everybody's favorite Iron Man. Iron Man. Farugor. Create a temporary armor shield for 3 turns, reducing damage taken by 50%. Enter battlefield event. And then at the start of the turn, shoot energy beam, dealing 3 damage to a random enemy GUG. Yeah, it's pretty much like Iron Man for sure. And it's got Feru, right? So ferrous, that's iron. Quite creative and compelling. Cool. You know, this kind of leads me into another idea I've been thinking about for GUG here on the channel, and you'll have to let me know in the comment section below if this is compelling to you, but, you know, my thought was, why don't we just do, like, themed runs, right? As in, maybe we focus on all Marvel characters, for instance, or maybe we do farm animals, or maybe we do foodstuffs, or... you know, common household appliances even. Or maybe we do characters from popular games like Final Fantasy or Mario Kingdom. I mean, there's so many opportunities. There's just so much flexibility. We can really try whatever we want, right? And that's the compelling part about it, of course. Shoot energy beam, dealing 3 damage to a random enemy GUG. Okay, I'm going to keep my eye on his HP to see if he's doing half damage or not. I mean, it looks like he's got an armor shield. I mean, he's got 14.5 right here, but he's taking damage still. Yeah, it's hard to say what's going on. But you know what I mean? Like, you can just do so many different thematic things. You can structure a run around specific themes. Let's grab 2 GUGs here. And let's see. We need Captain America. Needs a little more HP for sure. What is this guy? Ha 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 gone. My guess is somebody typed in ha ha ha. Obviously. Alright, we're at Thump Blower's Fringe. Coastal cliffs pounded by invisible force that creates gusts. But more importantly, up next is the Amniotic Pool. So let's check it out. Alright, so you, GUG. Yes. Alright, somebody would like me to try a Pumpkin Witch. A very descriptive one right there. And what do we have? We have Gordwin. Summon 2 pumpkin minions with 2 attack and 2 health each. When it enters battle, at the end of the round, transform a random enemy GUG into a pumpkin with 1 attack and 1 health. That actually is quite nice. I mean, you're transforming a random enemy into something that is just not threatening at all, right? 1 in 1. Very good one. And that is, of course, at the end of the round. All right, so we definitely want to check that out. All right, there we go. We got our 2 pumpkin minions out there. Let's pull one back. Let's go with Captain America. All right, so it doesn't look like he summoned. Let's go with Iron Man as well. All right, let's go. Erlin, what is this going to do? Yeah, I don't know that Iron Man's effects are working properly. Alright, Gordwin. Gordwin's actually quite nice because you can use the pumpkin minions as a temporary shield while the effect goes off, you know? So you're going to come up, right? You're going to win that fight, but you're not going to win this fight. You said you're going to be evaporated. However, you should be transformed now. Oh, no, never mind. So it can target the ones that haven't been summoned to the field yet as well. Okay, that is interesting. Very cool. I mean, we'll take it. It's useful. Alright, Captain America. Need you back out there. Actually, let's move Gordwin over. Let's get the shielded ally in there. Let's get the regular GUG back in Captain America. Iron Man doing battle with the pumpkin. Alright, so this guy's been turned into a pumpkin as well. Really, really interesting. That is definitely a good one. This guy needs some HP for sure. Like, big time. Alright, doing combat there. Doing combat here. We emerge victorious. Excellent. Alright, another shop phase. Okay, so Iron Man definitely needs some love. He has seen better days, that's for sure. Got plenty of GUGs to transcend. Just need some HP support. And onward we go. Alright, we got Luttrump. Luttrump. Unleash a whimsical distortion, reshaping reality in a random, majestic manner. Okay. Let's get Gordwin in there. Absolutely. In fact, let's just see if Gordwin can... I mean, it's a pretty incredible one. I think it has a lot of untapped power. Because now it's going to morph one of these guys into a pumpkin. And then you can move him over to just simply take this fight with, you know, a decent amount of HP. We got the shielded ally here, as provided by Captain America. Not worried if, you know, our shielded ally or our summoned pumpkin units dies. In fact, Gordwin and Amerigoop, Captain America, Pumpkin Witch, are a pretty good combination. Because they both summon things that can attack the one-by-one creatures that are created by Gordwin, of course. So I'm digging it. I'm liking it. Alright, let's see what we have on the field now. Kanogu. Transform pumpkin with... Okay, yeah. We got that. Fluffy Storm. 4 and 8. Wizzoglot. Summon a tornado that randomly transports a GUG to a different spot. That's kind of scary. Alright, shielded ally. Can stay out there. Ah. So he changes places. I guess that's what the description said it was going to do. Fluffy Storm. That's alright. Let the summon units take the hits all day. That's completely fine with me. And it seems to have just disappeared. Shielded ally, though. Would have won that fight anyways. Let's go. And on to the Slime Kingdom, but we do have the opportunity to transcend yet one more time. So, what are we going to go with here today? Alright, why don't we go with... Somebody wanted me to try... I'm not even sure what this is going to create, but... Death by Snoo Snoo. What's this one gonna make? Snoo Snoogle. Target a GUG. Then deal Snoo Snoo damage with a chance to destroy. Gain half the defeated GUG's health. Wow. Gain half the defeated GUG's health. That's absolutely insane. Like, that could be real good. I wonder what Snoo Snoo damage is. That's actually a pretty strong one if it at least works the way it's detailed, right? Got GUG. Create multiple slime versions of itself across empty spaces. Okay. So let's see. First and foremost, let's get Gordwin out there. I think Gordwin's a great opener. It just is. And then let's get you... Let's see. Target a GUG. Okay, so it's going to target the GUG first. So let's get Iron Man out there first then. Okay, the pumpkin minion. Glue Cobb just gets absolutely wrecked. And this guy just disintegrates, I guess. Alright, pumpkin coming down. Switch places with the minion. Now, ideally, what I want to do is I want to try out Snoogle. But one of these guys has to live. You know what I mean? So I'm going to enable the direct attack. Just because I want to use the summoned effect. Oh man, it just got destroyed. Oh, right, by Iron Man special. Shooting a beam. In fact, Iron Man's a good complement with the Pumpkin Witch as well. I'm very impressed by the Pumpkin Witch. It's actually quite strong. Alright, well, since Iron Man's given us problems, looks like we have a full bench. Shielded ally, yes. Iron Man, pull you back. Pumpkin Minion, get him out there. And let's get this guy down. So I can try out the Snoogle. Okay, so he survives. Good. Except for now I got another shielded ally. Alright, Snoogle. Get you out there. Target a GUG, then deal Snoo damage with a chance to destroy. Oh, so I can target the back row ones too. Well, let's try you then. Okay. I'm not sure what happened. I mean, it gave me the option to seemingly select something. Very interesting stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Captain America though. I mean, he's not the strongest GUG, but he's good at what he does. And he's a stalwart force. But Pumpkin Witch, I think, has got to be my favorite one so far in this particular one. Although Snoogle, I feel like there's more to unlock with Snoogle here. Creature is slippery, attack reduced by -2 for 1 round. Unpredictability is what is predictable in the game of GUG, for sure. Excellent. So we turn in yet another winner in the Slime Kingdom. The fungi's light dimmed and went out. The swamps grew cold and the GUGs flickered and vanished, leaving the swamps in perpetual darkness. Alright, excellent. So let's get one more run done here. We're about at the 40-minute mark. I like to cut these around the 45. Looks like we'll be just a little bit longer here today, but that's okay. I'm sure you won't mind. So let's hop on into the amniotic pool and figure out what I want to do. So let's see. I've gotten several requests for... Actually, no. Let's do this one first. So a commenter wanted me to try Divine Scaling. So we're going to try it. Divinoc. I guess I can't say that appropriately. Multiply all other friendly GUGs attack by 1.5 and double their health. My goodness, that is absolutely insane. It's going to snowball your entire team. If it works, of course. And that's at the end of the round as well. Okay, so let's see. GUG, get in there. Do combat, take your hits, and let's see. Oh yeah, you bet. Okay, so this one is miraculously strong. But it doesn't look like, yeah, so all other friendly GUGs. So it does work appropriately. But what an amazing support one. got to be one of the best support ones I've stumbled across for sure. Because, I mean, just attack by 1.5 and double the health. Are you kidding me? Absolutely insane. But that is the world of GUG for you. So let's buy you. Let's get Mr. Divine some stats. And onward we go. Alright. Try Roguelike. Spawn 3 identical GUGs on the battlefield. Okay. So let's get you over. Let's get you up. Kind of going all in on a regular GUG here. Of course, the one call out with this particular one that I can't pronounce the name appropriately. I really can't. I mean, it's got to be involved in the fights, right? And it's not indestructible itself because, I mean, it's got 15 HP, right? It's not doubling its own stats. So you probably want to squeeze as much out of it as possible or rotate it on and off the bench. Alright, that was nice and quick work. And on to another bout with the amniotic pool, and let's see. Alright, so we're gonna do... I actually found one quite interesting. So let's transcend you. So merchant, haggler. See if maybe we can get like a money one. I guess we'll find out. The game is thinking. Haggle Raquid. Propose a trade with the opponent. Exchange attack points for coins based on negotiation. Well, I think we're going to find out real quick the mechanics of the trade. Hilarious. Haggler Raquid. Obviously keeps his impressive stats. Guglore. Trigger in effect summoning a new Gugor. Go Mammal. Create a skyline effect, adding a random building to the space. Would you like to trade 5 attack points for 10 coins? So I am trading the 5 attack for 10 coins. Let's try it. Sure. It worked. Well, that's pretty cool. I like that a little prompt comes up. That is awesome. Okay, we got a Gugor here. He's going to hit Divine Knock, who we undoubtedly need to remain healthy. Alright, gotta keep battling here, boys. Glorbnod. Randomly disconnect 2 opposing GUGs, from their effects for 2 turns. Okay. So it's going to nullify effects. Interesting. Divine Knock needs to stay alive. Alright, so trigger and effect summoning a new Gugor. We're going to pull Divine Knock back. I don't want him to die. I mean, those are very, very strong tokens with 10 attack. My goodness. I would be shattered if we lost Divine Knock. It's an amazing one. Probably the best support one I've ever seen. Well, one of them, at least. Well, that's pretty cool. You can get like a merchant one. Hilarious. Alright, so he needs some healing potions. Keep buying up these other GUGs as well. And just spend the house on some healing potions for Divine Knock. And up next is yet another amniotic pool. So let's go. Got Guggy Fug. Oh, this is hilarious. Alright, what do we have? So somebody wanted me to try something completely innocuous. And I think we should probably try a lower leverage GUG for this. But what if we do like inanimate objects that don't have any, battle traits or properties like t-shirt? This could maybe be a themed run in the future where we go with garments, perhaps. But yeah, what does t-shirt make? Doesn't look like it's been done before. We got Tishnik. Swap this GUG's stats with the randomly chosen adjacent GUG on the battlefield. So as if you're like, changing your shirts or something, right? Interesting. And it kind of looks like an egg as well. The randomly chosen adjacent GUG. Okay, so. Don't know how I feel about that necessarily. So let's get Haggler Raquid on there and 5 attack points for 10 coins. Yeah, you bet. We'll do it even though we don't really need attack or coins for that matter. So let's go ahead and let's do this. Let me just see something. So let's get you on the field. Let's get you on the field. Hey, how about that? They both just mirrored each other's stats now. Either that or I think his stats added into his, and then they both mirrored it. Interesting. Divine Auk, get out there and help us do even better. Okay, this actually might be fun to screw around with. In fact, if we got him adjacent to the Haggler Raquid, right? Do we just have the opportunity to go nuclear with our entire team, maybe? I guess we'll find out. What do we have in the field? Blub Schnort. Aromatic scent that confuses the enemy. We have create a musical note grid beneath the battlefield. Okay. Alright, Divine Auk. What do I want to do? I want to get him. I want to get Tishnik right here. Okay, so it selected Divine Auk, but that's okay because Divine Auk gets stronger. And then, of course, Divine Auk will proceed to double everybody's stats, essentially. Alright, so what's going on here? It's enemy realm, but they're not doing anything. Oh, we've seen some glitchiness, perhaps. Yeah, there's definitely some goofiness going on. I mean, I can put all my GUGs on one spot, it looks like. I think the t-shirt one might have busted up the game. Who would have thought a t-shirt destroys the game? Well, that appears to be what happened here, my friends. So I don't think we're going to get any more results. We are unfortunately leaving one more amniotic pool on the table in this run, but I mean, what are you going to do? There's nothing I can do. In fact, I can't even go to the main menu here. It doesn't let me. I can't even press escape. So whatever's occurring right now is... it's simply just hard to say. So I think you let me sort through this here, my friends. This madness, this unpredictability, of course. Well, we kind of ping-pong our basic GUG back and forth, and I land this plane. So I'm going to get on out of here, my friends, but if you enjoyed yourself here today, please smash the like button if you're liking the GUG. I can continue to provide these runs, the commenter-driven runs, the runs that you tell me what to do, and I simply just do it. All kinds of wacky and fun combinations here. We had some very, very strong ones and some, more underwhelming ones. Obviously, our first few runs in this particular one didn't start out so hot, and, I do feel like you probably need a pretty strong one to at least start off with, and then you can try out other combinations later on in the game. But yeah, keep the comments flowing if you want to keep seeing this. Smash the like button, of course, if you want to keep seeing this. And if you're new here, then please become a subscriber as well. Would greatly appreciate that. So with all of that said, my friends, I thank you so much for spending some time on the channel today. I'm going to get on out of here, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.